What's going on, everybody? It's Mass Man here, and I know it's been a while. Uh, I'm here to talk about the Pacquiao and Mosley fight. I know this is old news, but I haven't done a video in a while. When I heard about the news, I really wanted to make a video, but just haven't gotten around to it. So here it is, even though that news has been out for a while. But my thoughts on it, of course, is why the hell is Pacquiao fighting Shane Mosley? I think this was a very bad choice out of the three fighters that Bob Arum had to choose from, out of Andre Berto and Juan Manuel Marquez. Uh, you know, really, all three of those fights, well, I don't know about all that, but, you know, they could have had a better choice here, anyways, bottom line. Shane Mosley is definitely not the right person to fight. In a sport where they say, they judge fighters on their last two fights, and Shane Mosley being 0-1-1, one loss, one draw. His last fight against Sergio Mora, which was a very sorry performance for both fighters, but I still thought Sergio Mora won that fight. And then the fight before that with Floyd Mayweather, which he lost. Everybody seen that. And you know, definitely the wrong choice here. Me personally, I would have liked to see Andre Berto fight. That would have been pretty awesome. Something different, better than Shane Mosley. I would, really, about a year or two ago, I would have really liked to see Marquez Pacquiao 3. As of now, I think Marquez has lost a little bit of his spark. If y'all seen his last fight against Michael Katsidis, that he wasn't fighting to his high level that he usually fights at. I mean, he fought really good. I just don't think that he's at the same level that he was against his last fights with Pacquiao. Even though I really would have loved to see part three. As if you've seen my other videos, you know that I think that Marquez won both of those fights. Yeah, he got knocked down and all that, but they took away his points for the knockdowns, okay, and he won the fight on points, winning the other rounds. So, I mean, and out of those fighters, I really think that Berto would have probably been the best fight. But what about, instead of looking at just those three fighters, why didn't they say Pacquiao versus the winner of Paul Williams, Sergio Martinez 2? And in that case, he'd be going up against Sergio Martinez right now, which would be a incredible fight. Just, man, that fight would be so badass. I'd really like to see that fight. Sergio Martinez has really came up on the boxing scene pretty fast, and I think he's pretty good. If y'all seen that fight against Paul Williams, then that was pretty cool. But I still don't take that to a skill. He landed a good punch against Paul Williams, and knocked him out. But I think he's pretty good anyway. So, but what about and not only that, what about the Timothy Bradley and Devin Alexander fight? Why didn't Pacquiao take the winner of that fight? You know, what about even Yuri Foreman, even Felix Sturm? Like, I would have liked to see those guys before I would like to see the Shane Mosley fight. You might say, those guys suck, but I'd rather see them fight than Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley, he's out of it. I think he's been in the game a little too long to be fighting a top ranked opponent like Pacquiao. But everybody's gonna say, why ain't he fighting Mayweather? Well, Mayweather, you know, he's, of course, if y'all seen TMZ, if y'all read any kind of news about him, that he's dealing with his own problems outside the ring. He's just not ready to fight anybody right now. Personally, I would like to see them fight also, but without any distractions. You know what I mean? You don't want a distracted fighter in there. And really, that's all I really have to say for now. Uh, well, another thing, like, when Mayweather fought and beat Shane Mosley, everybody was saying, "Oh, well, Shane Mosley's too old." You know what I mean? He's too old, and not giving Mayweather credit for his victory. But I bet you anything, the marketing scheme today with Pacquiao, after he beats Mosley, which he will, you know what I mean? I predict as an easy win, maybe a TK, a stoppage, a TKO, not a knockout like where he's down for the 10 count or anything, but a referee stoppage, my prediction. But after he beats Mosley, what are people gonna be saying? Oh, Pacquiao's the legend killer, the Hall of Fame killer. He made Shane Mosley retire and all this. When after Floyd Mayweather beat him, they were talking down on Mosley, saying he's too old and all this shit. So let's see how that plays out. You know what I mean? That's going to be pretty interesting because I think that the marketing for Pacquiao is going to go overboard and say, oh, he's the legend killer, he's a Hall of Fame killer, he made Shane Mosley retire, and all this and that crap. So I don't know, man. It's all fucked up. But personally, I recommend you not to buy the fight so we can send a message to this boxing world and let them know that we don't want to see bullshit fights like this. Wait for it the next week on HBO or whatever. Uh, yeah, so I'm signing off now. Hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, put a like. If you didn't, put a dislike. Put some comments. Subscribe. Wait for more videos. I'm gonna do a video here in a second on a fight that I really think is pretty cool. The Miguel Cotto and Ricardo Mayorga. I'm pretty hyped about that fight. So look out for that, and see y'all later.